First is asked if there is movement. If the answer is no, the light stays off. If yes, it asks if it denied a knife, and if the answer is yes, the light turns on both. If answer is no, it asks if is they it if answer is no, it asks again if there is movement. If the answer is yes, it asks if the light's level is sufficient. If not, the light turns on, but if the answer is yes, the light stays off. First is check. If the CH and CLL are off, if the answer is yes, the irrigator is off. But if the answer is no, it checks if they are on. If the answer is no, it returns to begin. But if the answer is yes, the irrigator is turned off.
Hello, my name is Majo, and I am going to talk about my flowchart project. This flowchart aims to calculate a student's average based on 4 grades and determine which one is the highest. Well, the process begins by requesting the input of 4 grades identified as N1, N2, N3, and N4. Once these values are entered, the flowchart calculates the average by adding the 4 grades and dividing the result by 4, like here. Next, the flowchart compares the grades one by one to identify the highest one. First, it checks whether grade N1 is greater than N2, N3, and N4. If this condition is met, N1 is considered the highest one. Otherwise, the comparison continues with N2 against the other grades. If N2 turns out to be the highest, it is selected as the highest grade. If not, the same procedure is repeated with N3 and finally with N4. Once the highest grade has been determined, the flowchart displays the highest grade along with the student's average. Finally, the process ends.
Hello, my name is Gianluca Gilagundi Sanchez, and this is the exercise number 4 of the project. This flow chart represents the operations of a currency exchange, where multiple conversions from Mexican pesos to USA dollars or euros are performed. The process begins by reading the number of conversions to be made and the current exchange rate for the US dollar and the euro. Next, a counter is initialized to track how many times the process is repeated, while the counter is less than or equal to n. The system prompts the user for the amount of pesos to be converted. The conversion is then performed by dividing the amount of pesos by the value of the select currency. Once the conversion is complete, the system displays the result to the users. The counter then increments by 1, and the process repeats until all requested conversions are complete. When no more conversions are needed, the algorithm terminates. In this way, the flowchart allows for multiple conversions to be performed in a organized, clear, and efficient manner.
Hello, my name is Paola, and I'm going to explain the three quantitative algorithm. that is the area and perimeter of a rectangle. In this algorithm, I have to calculate the area and perimeter of rectangle. The unit of measurement is centimeters and should be shown as follows in message. The area is the same or the perimeter is the same. In the following flowchart, we have as first the beginning in our tools. We have input that are base and height in centimeters, obviously, and the output that will be the perimeter and area. Then we have this process that will be to be read base and height and calculate area. In decision, I put if area is equal to base by height. If yes, in the process to say area is equal, and this is going to be printed, and from there it will be the end. If not, here I put connector and take it to where it is going to calculate the perimeter, and then it goes to a decision that is perimeter is equal to per base plus height. If yes, in process perimeter appears is the same, that is printed and as it will be at the end. If not, here well I decided to put this one back to the read the height, and from there it will continue as a small loop, and well, that will be all of my part. Thanks a lot.